all right, or 1 p.m. Central African time. We definitely have you covered for Ndula and Livingston. We're on 98.9 FM. Those of you that want to catch us within, or those of you catching us within Lusaka, we're on 106.1 FM. Kapiri, 101.4 FM. And then we are in Chipata, Eastern Province, on 98.1 FM. For Solwezi, we are on 106.5 FM. For the rest of the Cobra Belt, we're on 105.3 FM. So those are the frequencies on which you can catch us. We are also coming to you live and direct via Facebook Live. Look for the Radio Christian Voice official page and let's get interactive. Watch us live in living color as we get to chat. Please send us text messages and tell us where you're watching us from. You can also catch us on YouTube Live. All right, simply log on to YouTube, look for Lorenzo Entertainment TV, hit the red subscribe button so that you become part and family. All right, so you become part and parcel of the Backpage family. So don't forget to subscribe to the Lorenzo Entertainment TV, LET, right there on YouTube Live. And then you'll be able to get interactive right there as well. Tell us where you're actually watching us from. And then we'll definitely appreciate feedback and interactive sessions with you right on today's edition of Backpage. Without much ado, let me take this moment to introduce our discussants to help us run through today's talking points through to 13. On my immediate left, I do have my lieutenant second in command. That's Lady Lucy, captain in the cockpit of the Dreamliner 787, also known as La Bombonera,
Yes.
which basically means the chocolate box. Welcome, Lucy, and how have you been?
Good morning. How are you? And good morning to our listeners.
Very well.
Yes, you look well. I know outside it's chilly, but it's all good.
It's all good, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, you also look healthy and
Yes,
ready
and ready
to recharge your batteries for the
take off,
weekend
of
in readiness
course.
for the short week coming up.
Yes.
Because it's a long weekend, right?
It's a long weekend.
Uh-huh.
Long weekend, short week.
Long weekend, short week.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right, so there we go. And then I do have the young prodigy in Mapalo. Welcome to the program, Mapalo. How have you been? I know you've been looking at cases, acts,
Yeah.
you know, and you know, and
Drunk in
yeah,
victory.
exactly. You know, on the prima facie of this program, we're definitely going to have a good program.
Yes, definitely.
Which basically means on the face value of it, right?
Yes.
Indeed. Well, I've had quite an overwhelming week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was tired in the exam hall, in the exam room, and you know, it was quite challenging given the fact that learning hasn't been the same due to the pandemic that has affected everybody. But
So you just reopen straight into exam.
exactly, it's been overwhelming. And Thursday, I was saying, okay, let me relax. I hope Liverpool can do me good this week, can help provide some sort of relief. And there we go, getting hammered 4-0. But still, I mean, that 4-0 win doesn't mean Man City rank pari passu with us. We are still the champions. So let me just put that there.
Oh, I'm
Please
impressed.
tell us what I mean.
What does that mean, Mapalo?
Pari passu, it just means almost the same, or
Yes.
similar, or
like
still
even
the
Steven.
same.
Yes.
Even
Those
Steven,
those of us that talk a lot will probably say even Steve.
even Steven, yes.
I see. Okay, but Paro Passi?
Pari passu.
Pari passu.
Pari passu.
Oh,
All right.
we're
All the
learning
legal
something
minds are
here.
laughing at us as we're talking as a fools. All right, but we're glad to have you come on the program.
Yeah,
I'm
it's good
glad
to
to
see
be
you
here.
after a while, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now we definitely have.
And I hope you're wearing a bulletproof because you'll be in trouble, you know.
Ooh.
For
With
meals.
that reverse scoreline. Have you already started negotiations to jump ship from Liverpool?
Well,
Because you can't stand this embarrassment.
No.
you know, I might as well join you. I'll be once when I'll be all over,
All over.
so that you don't
This
get
Saturday,
heartbroken.
you're
Yeah,
there.
this Saturday you are this side, the other side, just like you know.
No,
Okay.
it's what adds to the game. It's what you
Value.
win some, you lose
You lose
some.
some,
So
huh?
yeah.
You see.
Okay, great stuff. All right, Lucy, give us a head shot. Where are we picking up on today's show for the
Yes,
first hour, and then I'll be
so-
getting to the text messages.
For the first hour, we have Mwepu, who is really saying that he's ready to take on another challenge, though he's doing well at Red Bull Salzburg. And he still has a contract until 2024, but he believes that he is capable of playing at a higher level. And should any opportunity
Arise.
arise,
He'll
he
take it
is
up.
ready.
Ready to roll?
Yes.
All right, now Mapalo, that definitely is quite interesting.
Yes.
The way Mwepu and Patson Daka played for Red Bull Salzburg has been quite phenomenal.
Yes.
All right, they've been on cloud nine. They confirmed Austrian Bundesliga champions.
Yes.
Okay, and it goes without saying that these two have really had a stellar season despite the
Yes.
COVID-19 break. But I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, would it be wise for Mwepu to consider jumping ship or probably just stay? Because he says he's happy at Red Bull Salzburg. Let's pick it up with you from there, and then I'll get to the text messages as well.
Okay. This is splitting a lot of opinions.
Mhm.
According to many Zambians,
Mhm.
some people think maybe a move to a league such as the Premier League is a bit too early, and we might have an experience of what's happened to some of our guys.
Mhm.
And while some people actually think, okay, these two Bola boys are ready, they are
Mhm.
ready, they can make the step up. And
Uh-huh.
to be honest, I feel like these two are ready to make a step up from maybe not necessarily the Premier League, but just to jump from maybe the Austrian league to go to the German league,
Mhm.
because we've seen how I mean, Patson Daka has been phenomenal. He's been scintillating.
Mhm.
He's got 38 goals and assists in 44 games.
Uh-huh.
Yes, he actually had more goals than Erling Haaland, who was signed for big money
Mhm.
at Dortmund in the league. So I think they are ready, in my opinion,
To jump ship.
Yes, to jump ship.
But
Maybe
should they or should they not?
well, that's up to the players, but I would love to see them move maybe to Germany or France. As Emmanuel said, some of these leagues are actually stepping stones to go into the Premier League.
Mhm.
Yeah, and Germany itself has proved to be a good league for young players, because we've seen the rise of players like Kai Havertz. We've seen the rise of Jadon Sancho, who was deemed as a failure in Manchester City.
Mhm.
So the German league would provide good experience, the French league as well, and maybe as they approach their prime, I feel like that's the time they can move maybe to the two biggest leagues, because these boys are ready. They've got the energy, they've got the discipline, they've got the vigor, they've got the fight, they've got the spirit,
And the skill.
yes, and the skill
The most
itself,
important.
the talent, the skill. So, in my opinion, they are ready to make the jump. But even if they don't, Red Bull Salzburg is a good team to continue developing their skill, their tactics, and whatever they need.
Mhm. Okay,
Yeah.
we've been joined by Chair looking bright in reds.
Yeah,
Manchester United.
well, these are times you suffer, when Manchester is playing very good football.
Yes.
And everybody would want to associate himself with Manchester United.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, so all chances being equal, there's still a third and fourth, position
Place, yes.
to fight for. Because when you look at it, Leicester is not playing well.
Yeah.
Then Chelsea also were stopped in their tracks.
Mhm.
So there's a possibility between Manchester United and Chelsea is 2 points.
Mhm.
Yeah. Then when you look further to Leicester City, is 3 points. So there's a chance there that there's everything to play for, not only for Manchester United, but for Wolves, and Sheffield United as well. Yeah, they've got a chance.
Mhm.
Yeah, sure.
Great
Yeah.
stuff.
Now talking about the boys, Patson Dak and Enoch Mwepu. Well, I think in life, you need to take chances.
True.
Take your chances.
Yeah, take chances. If there's a team that is calling, a bigger club that is calling, why not avail your services to the team? There's nothing to fear wanting to think that it will be difficult for them to be able to play in England.
Mhm.
I think they've proved in Austria. Look at Patson Daka. He's getting goals, which is fantastic. You're talking of, is it 24,
27 in no competition.
Yeah, 27 in no competition. What could stop him to be able to score if, for argument's sake, he could be able to play for Southampton, for Sheffield United, or even for which other team? I mean, Everton. They could be able to play. They could be able to present a good case for themselves. That they are Zambians and they can be able to fit into that scenario. So as Zambians, let's not fear for them.
No.
Let's be able to encourage the boys
Very
that in life you need to dare. Give yourself a challenge.
Mhm.
be able to go there. I want to believe that they've got very good management
Mhm.
in League One, who is a local manager.
Mhm.
They've also got the Marian, what's the name of the
Kanute.
yeah,
Freddie Kanute.
Fred Kanute. So they could be able to be advised, psyched, and I want to believe that they can be able to fit into whatever team that should be able to come calling. There's no need to fear. Yes, initially they could have difficulties in terms of adapting. We also have seen with Minamino at
Mhm.
Liverpool, he's having a bit of difficulties, but look at it, he only went very, very recently.
Mhm.
So in time, he should be able to stake a claim and be able to be regular for Liverpool. So that goes for our Enoch Mwepu and Patson Daka.
Mhm.
Let them be able to venture in England. Let them be able to venture in bigger leagues in Europe, so that week in, week out, we could be able to watch them.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, all right. 0960-200-490. That is 0960-200-490. Let me get to read some of the comments coming to us via YouTube Live. So those of you catching us, please log on to YouTube, look for Lorenzo Entertainment TV, hit the red subscribe button, and you're part of the big family. And then I will definitely be able to get interactive with you. All right. So now this one says, where is Wamuzo and Chair? All right, Chair is here. Fundisi, if he makes it, then we'll definitely be having a full house in the studio as well. And then he's actually watching from Ndola, Gilbert Munzele. All right, then Tetson Piri says, watching live and direct from Cabanana Sign and Service. Thank you, Tetson. Hudson Chinongo says, I'm watching you from Ndola. I hope everyone there good. Wishing my team all the best, Arsenal. Mo Kaumba says, good morning, Lorenzo, the fan for hire. Yes, I'm Lorenzo on one end. I'm a United diehard. Diehard indeed. I'm joining Chair. What is just short is that I don't have a replica Manchester United jersey. Anyone listening into the program, please.
Who wants to join Manchester United?
Manchester United jersey size medium, please.
There we
When,
go.
All right.
when you hear him saying Wabon say, it means that he's Real Madrid all and through and through. So nothing like Manchester United, nothing like Arsenal or Chelsea. He's in Spain, in La Liga.
Well, Chair, having said what he's saying, I still won't relent. Those of you that are listening into the program, my arms are raised wide open. Please, all those that are willing to donate a Manchester United jersey.
Just speak directly. Stop asking.
No, I can't
for
pick chairs.
charity.
No, I can't pick
Chair.
chairs, jersey.
You
I can't
need
pick
the
chairs, jersey.
jersey.
Yeah. Medium
No,
size.
until intentions
No,
are seen.
Chair
Clear
doubts
intentions.
me.
Yeah, clear
Genuine.
intentions that you would want to, genuine intentions that you would want to be Manchester United. Then we should be able to look into it.
Yes.
It's a
So
small matter.
all those that are actually doubting Thomas's, all right,
Uh-huh.
I challenge you. Just drop a red Manchester United
I
jersey
want
by Radio
part
Christian Voice.
of
I'll
that.
be in one. I'll be in one
I'll
next
be
Saturday.
watching from afar.
All right,
Wow,
so
wow.
and then he says Lucy, Mapalo, and Chair is on board, glued to the show as usual. We never miss. We are always glued to the Mother of All Sports
Thank
show.
you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you more. And then Colin Mapolanga says, morning, Wawan said, Madam Lucy, Mapalo, enjoying the show every Saturday, 11:15 to 13 hours. Enjoy your long weekend, guys. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Adam Chio Basoli says, good morning, Sir Lorenzo, Sister Lucy and Mapalo, watching
Morning.
from Mutendere East Coast.
Morning.
Just enjoying the long weekend with my family. Great.
Wow.
Thank you for tuning in, Basoli. Then Benny Muma says, good morning, Lorenzo, Lucy, Mapalo, following you from Matero North, Lusaka. Okay, then
Wow.
that's
Which one is Matero North now?
I've never heard of it too, but I
Just
believe
know
it's there.
Matero.
Yeah, we know Matero now. Which one is Matero North? Maybe where there is a Hero Stadium somewhere there.
North.
Probably.
Yeah, it could be
Probably,
North.
you're right.
North.
Yes, yes.
And
could be.
then
Oh, Kumanda Manda Kuja somewhere.
yes, and then Samuel Kalonda says, watching live from the friendly city of Ndola. Thank you, Samuel. Benny Muma says, I can see my chair coming in the studio. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, Ben.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
just
then-
looking forward this afternoon at 16 hours.
Yeah, absolutely.
We up against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
You'll win.
Ah,
You win. I'm actually staking my money.
We're
on
winning,
Man
eh?
United.
Timu
Yeah,
inangwa naicha ya 4-0 pa usiku.
well, Lucy did say
Yeah, I
that.
knew it. I know it.
Decided, yeah.
Apollo.
Well,
He said
before-
that they are drunk in victory, so
Yeah.
that is why. So
It's-
that one
it's
they
the-
were just
it's the
like they're
hangover.
tired. They
I-
were celebrating throughout the week.
It's the hangover.
So when Thursday
come
came
on.
up, they just had to give it up.
I tell you, at my Champions Elect, 4 straight.
It's not elect, it's champions.
Well, until the coronation,
Until the
we will say
coronation.
you are Champions Elect.
Yes.
Until the coronation.
Yes.
We'll be in the US.
I know we'll have good time to talk about that one.
Okay, absolutely. All right, okay, I will have a good time to talk about that one, indeed. Okay, so that is coming through from Jacob Melu, watching from Salama Park, and then he says, awesomeness, Lorenzo, thank you. Shadrach says, good morning, Lorenzo and Chairman. First Lady.
Good morning.
Good
Mapalo,
morning.
I'm enjoying the show. Direct from Pick and Pay HQ Lusaka. When is
Wow.
our league starting? Sakalika Shadrach Gunners for life. You look gorgeous.
Which
Thank you,
league is
Shadrach
that?
Sakalika. July 18, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
July
yeah,
18.
FA, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
the local league.
The
Oh,
local
the
league.
local
local.
league, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The
The
FA Cup
FA
should
Cup
be-
19.
Yeah, 19th. Yes,
yes.
somewhere.
18 and 19.
18 and
Yes,
19.
18 and 19.
18 and 19.
Yes.
You know, there are 4 teams that are remaining in the
Manchester
semi-finals.
United,
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Manchester will play on 18th, and
Yes.
the other team will play on the 19th.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then this one is coming through, which says, this is from Nomi Nom Sazulu, says, Naomi, watching from North Mid. Thank you very much, Naomi, in North Mid. Mutale Chuka says, watching you guys from Australia.
Oh,
Wow.
All right. Thank you
wow.
very much.
How
Mutale
Where
Chuka.
Brisbane, Sydney?
It's probably getting
Newcastle.
dark now.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's getting dark. It should be getting dark now.
Nightfall in Australia. Thank you very much for tuning in, Mutale Tuka. All right, and then Naomi says, good morning, RCV, and have a blessed day. Thank you for that
Good
one.
morning.
And then another lady in Messi Chivende says, good morning, everyone, watching you from The Hague, Netherlands.
Wow. In the
This is,
Dutch.
yes, this is from Grandma Mercy.
Oh.
All right, Grandma, we're truly grateful
Truly great.
that you're
Thank you so
watching
much.
from The Hague in the Netherlands.
Yeah, where there's a court of arbitration.
Yeah, the court of arbitration. Yes, not for
No.
Not for sport.
They've caught for what's this? The World
crimes,
Court.
yes.
Crimes
Oh,
court.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yes.
International
Yeah.
Criminal
Court
Court.
of arbitration is in Switzerland.
So you're talking of ICC chair, the
Yes, the
International
ICC.
Criminal Court.
International.
Is in The Hague.
In the Hague.
All right. Okay. Then the Court of Arbitration for Sport is in Switzerland.
Yes.
Switzerland.
All right.
Geneva.
Then AP Alex Dola, the man with the coaching badges, he says, "Good morning, board of football luminaries. Tuned in via headsets. I'm glad to be back after missing the show for a long time. Advantage for Micho. CAF postponed Chan and AFCON tournaments. Manchester United. So that's our next talking point, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Manchester United, he's on fire. Same with White. Ramos, his striker. How to do it. And then he's trying to court Peter Drury. He says, seems the only thing Liverpool came for here was the guard of honor. That's Peter Drury for you.
You can marvel at what Peter Drury
Can do.
He can do.
What a commentator.
Yeah, what a commentator.
Seems
You know,
all
in the-
Liverpool came for here was the guard
Yeah.
of honor.
The God of
In the same
Absolutely.
mode with our own Dennis Lewewe. You remember
Yeah.
Dennis
Yeah.
Lewewe, the way we
Yeah.
put it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
All right,
doesn't matter
now-
whether you
yeah,
are listening
yeah.
to Dennis Well on radio, it was like you're watching
Seeing
what
him
was
live
if it
and
didn't
living
happen.
Precisely.
Yes.
I guess those that can't watch Facebook Live or YouTube Live, the way you people talk, maybe even Lucy,
They'll
make them
be
think that they
jumping.
actually watch. There's something imaginary about radio.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You know, I get reminded 1988 Soap Olympic Games when Zambia was playing and Dennis Lewewe was commenting. He commented, Ponga! Then Ponga, yes, Dennis Lewewe, no, Ponga, I'm your father.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome stuff. All right, Chan and CAF AFCON tournament postponed. Advantage Mitchell, according to the man with the coaching badges, AP Alex Dola. Ladies and gentlemen, Lucy, we probably have to start with the protege,
Yes,
Mapalo, and
very
then
true.
Chair comes in as well. Definitely gives us more time to regroup. If anything, Coach Wetson Yerenda did advise that take advantage of this more time now to reorganize and strengthen the team ahead of these tournaments. Mapalo, the protege, and then Chair.
Okay. I think it is an advantage, especially with the Africa Cup of Nations, because it gives the coach more time, to work with the players he wants to assess which players he actually because we're quite on a rough patch. I mean, the 5-0 against Algeria was absolutely unnecessary, and losing a record we had against Zimbabwe here at home, it was dreadful. Honestly, it was awful. It was not a good experience for Zambian fans, and I think this we're a really talented team, and I think with a coach like Mitchell, this will give him ample time, in order to explore, even with local players. As our league resumes, he'll be able to see which players maybe he can integrate, and which players he can work with, and which players will work best with his tactics. I think it's an added advantage. We'll prepare. I'm sure we'll prepare adequately for Botswana, because fact is, no matter how good they've become, we need 6 points out of that game, as Algeria and Zimbabwe meet subsequently. So 6 points from that game will not only encourage us, but it will give us the impetus to go on and beat the Warriors in Zimbabwe, and probably give us the confidence to get something from Algeria, who are the strongest team in Africa. And it's not an impossible task. I feel like it's not an impossible task. Zimbabwe themselves were not on the best patch, but I feel like maybe they just came here with a bigger mental. They had more mental strength. Yes, they had more mental strength than us, and they were able to use their tactics well. Kamabilia
and this is more of a derby.
Exactly.
Zambia, Zimbabwe.
Exactly.
They felt at home playing at Los Heros.
Yeah, exactly. And with the support as well, they had quite a good. As usual, Zimbabweans are everywhere, so they had quite a good number of supporters supporting them. So I feel like this will give us time, and if we definitely allow Mitchell this time to work with his players, I don't see a reason why we cannot qualify for AFCON 2022. And I guess with the Chan tournament as well, it will also give him time to look at the local players he would like to work with, because we just scraped through this we beat Iswatini here. Was it 3-2? We beat them 3-2 at the Hero Stadium, and yes, it was a narrow scrape. And
it definitely had it up his sleeve.
It definitely, exactly. It definitely wasn't convincing. Some fans scored for some players' heads, and wow. I just hope we get to sort out that mess with this period we've been given, with this time, and we hope to see more entertaining football, more tactics, better tactics implemented into the team themselves, because we're a talented team. We're a footballing nation. We deserve way better than we have received in the last 4 years or so. Yeah. With that said, I think Chair can come in.
Sure, let me have you come in, and then I'll read more text messages.
Yeah, allow me first and foremost to be able to exhibit my ignorance here on the cancellation. Because they're saying it to be 2021 somewhere there. Does it mean that 2022? Does it mean that the games that we've played thus far will still count, or there will be another draw that will be done? I'm not too sure. Yeah. Are we able to carry it from where we are, where we were? Remember, we lost 2 opening games against Algeria and Zimbabwe. Would that be able to count? I'm not too sure. Getting into that 2022. So hopefully, I'm of the view, that's what I'm saying, allow my ignorance here. I'm of the view that maybe it will start afresh, where the group draws will have to be redone, and that's how it will be. But assuming it will count from the 2 games that we had, then Mitch will still have a job on his hands to be able to qualify the Zambia national team. Because you see, yes, we still have 4 more games, 2 home, 2 away, which is a very, very difficult. In Zimbabwe, Harare, and we'll have to travel into Botswana. Botswana will have to come. Then Algeria also will have to come calling. So we could be able to take advantage of that. But that's it. I want to think that regardless of the postponement, Mitchell needs to take advantage of the window, the season that is opening, the restart, the resumption of our league, so that he can be able to look at players that are good enough for them to be able to come to the national team. We all know that he hasn't been in the country for so long, but this does give him an opportune window for him to go around the country to be able to look at the games that are remaining. Is it 9 games, 12 games for Zanaco? and 9 for the others, so that he could be able to look at players, see which players can be able to come to the Zambia national team. That said, I think he'll be armed with good players that can be able to help out. I know on a professional note, we now have Fatson and Mwepu, those sure bets that they should be able to come to the national team. In South Africa, we have a bit of a gamble, because our own Shonga is nowhere near a football nowadays. Augustine Lengara sits on the bench. So really in South Africa, again, when you look at Kenneth Mwene, because of the experience, he doesn't sit on the bench, but because of the experience, we may be able to call him back, to try and help us in the goalkeeping department. So that's it. I want to believe that Coach Mitchell, much as he has a window for himself, there's a lot of job. There's a lot that he should be able to do. He should be able to come up with a team. He should be able to look at the players. He should also, in this interim, between now and when the tournament will be held, to mold a good side that can be able to beat, assuming we play Algeria, assuming we play Zimbabwe, assuming we play Botswana, the good should be good enough for us to be able to qualify.
Okay.
Sure. What does it mean for the Ship Polo Polo? Because I know we've talked about the Chip Polo Polo, but what does this mean now for the ladies who had already qualified for the Tokyo 2021?
Yeah, we all know.
Yeah,
we all know that initially Japan Tokyo 2020 would have been now, but it was pushed forward to 2021.
Yes.
So again, it's important for our ladies, as the league resumes, let the ladies also be playing friendly games here and there, or also be able to play the women games, so that they are they're keeping fit in terms of the 2021 Olympic Games. Because if they sit back, that would be a little bit dangerous for them. It won't help. And for women folk, I'm not trying to be for women folk, they need to be protected and guarded, because anything is possible with them. They could get into a marriage, they could get pregnant, and that will not, be able to help, of course, in terms of them going to Tokyo 2021. So we hope, Coach Bruce Mope is taking it up, he's monitoring the players and seeing that they are fit, they're going to the gym, they're training, they're doing all sorts of things that they should be able to do. Unlike other vices that get them not into a good picture. So that's it. That should be the onus of Coach Bruce and the technical bench, as well as the Zambian FA, because the Zambian FA cannot also wash their hands off it and leave it to the technical bench. They must also be able to monitor the girls, see how they are coming on, how fit they are. They are adhering to the coaching regime that is being given to them. That will be able to help. We need our girls. It's a strong team. We are happy as of now that 2 of them have gone to Zaragoza. We spoke about it last week. Rachel Nachula and Helen Mwanga, they've gone. So even for those that are still remaining, let them keep up the tempo. Who knows? The other teams could be able to come calling and say, yeah, we want you. I'm told, I'm reliably informed, I saw it that Real Madrid is also opening up in terms of having a women's, football team. So we could have our own girls into Real Madrid.
Absolutely.
Let's
read some more text messages. All right, Edward Muyoya says, good morning, watching live from Tendera East. Love the back page. Thank you very much, Edward. Gift Kamudenda says, hola, Lorenzo, amigos, para siempre. Wow. As usual.
And he spelled it well.
Absolutely. And then he says, watching from El Ndola. Message from Carl Chipego, aka El Tigre. All right, I hope you know what it means, El Tigre, the tiger. Yeah. All right, thank you very much for taking time to tune in. El Tigre, Gift Kamudenda. And then Emily Nalwembe says, morning, family, glued via headsets.
Good morning, Emily.
Good morning.
And then Emily says, Mapalo, you never walk alone, even if my co-pilot decides to be one say we are together. No, I'm actually grooming the co-pilot to be one. She's a female version of one.
It's safer, right? I'm telling you, it's no headaches.
This Saturday, you are Chelsea.
Yes,
you're neutral. You know what I mean? Stress. Less stress.
Less stress.
So when they lose, you just jump ship.
You're just smiling every day.
You're just smiling every day.
Even when you lost last night, you're just smiling.
You're just smiling. And then you jump on the team that actually won. How smart and cunning. All right. So Samanash Mubiana says, what do you think about the Zambian Premier League that FAS wants to introduce Do you think it will be a success? Good question. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have that in mind. All right, then Benson Malenji says, but chair, looking good.
Thank you.
And then Moses Nyendwa says, Liverpool are champions, the rest is history.
Yeah.
And then Mishak Ngweje says, watching you from Ndula. And then Ed Wayo, Dutchman Zulu. Ed Wayo, Dutchman Zulu says, watching from Zesco head office, all geared for the program, all in Man United attire, just like chair there.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
All the
That's
best.
from Ed Wayo.
That makes a company.
Absolutely. All right. And then Mishak Ngweje says, watching from Ndula. Hebrew Rooney says, "What? How are you partner of a chair? That body can look good in an Arsenal jersey." This is Rooney from Chair. You should consider joining us.
No.
Someone is offering a T-shirt out there.
Yeah.
You remember somewhere, was it Isaac Pichichi who wrote in the group when he was asked why did he leave Arsenal for Barca?
Yeah.
He said because Arsenal do not want to change. In terms of investment, their policies are still the same. Yeah, they need to go on the market, buy quality players, invest into the team. The Kronkes or the Stan Kronkes of this world, they just have to do that. Then they can be able to compete. Yeah, talent alone is not enough.
No.
You need to fuse in money. You need to push in a lot of money, and that will be able to help you. Just like what is happening to Manchester United, in recent times. Yeah, honestly speaking, they are now going on the market. They have three quality strikers in Greenwood, Mason Greenwood, and Rashford and Martial. But Ole has come out in the open to say, I'm going on the market to be able to buy a top player, because a top striker. You're looking at somebody that can get you 25 goals in a season. That's it.
Okay. All right. Then Luando Simwambana, says Liverpool are in honeymoon mode. I'm just asking for the new Chelsea jersey since we have no representation in the studio. I'm glued. Luando Simwambana, thank you very much for tuning in. The Smart Garakara says, watching from the Saka, the Central Business District. Nice jersey chair. That size I can fit.
Wow.
Morning afternoon, guys. That's from Elder Smart Garakara.
Apple grabs.
Apple grabs, is it?
Apple grabs.
Apple grabs. Then
Lelo one number.
Then Mukekuna Samungole says, I have just joined in watching you guys from Kabwe, Paglori University. Power, Dynamos, and Barcelona diehard fan. Thank you very much for tuning in. Mukekuna Samungole. All right, we're catching a breather. When we come back, we'll definitely get to interact a little bit more. So don't forget to hit the red subscribe button. Log on to YouTube, look for Lorenzo Entertainment TV. Join in the fun by hitting that red subscribe button and join in the family. All right, then Vin Diesel says, good morning, Lorenzo. Blue is the color. Anthony Kalengamuma says, good morning, Tim, watching you live from Kopala, Kitwe. And then Brian Chilunjika says, Brian, watching you from Mindstone, enjoying the show. Loti Mugode says, my name is Loti, watching for the very first time. Welcome on board, Loti.
This is Loti Mugode.
Yes.
Yeah, let him come back. We had a Mugode at Chongo when I was at school. He was my dormmate, ahead of me.
Okay.
If they are related,
the one,
him passed on.
Oh, he passed on.
Yeah, he passed on. But
I also had them go to teach me biology at Nari.
Okay. So, all right.
Let's find out from him.
Yeah, and trace back history.
Yeah.
All right. Then Jonathan Peary Jr. says, I feel they both need to stay for one season. Patson has pace and physique to play anywhere in the world, but he needs to work on converting chances. From Wepo, he's a bit slow for the English league, but can do well in La Liga with his creative passing and movement. They both are great players and are destined for greater things to come. Great show watching from Livingston. Thank you, Jonathan Peary. I like your assessment. Francis Senior Mutale says, good morning, Backpage family. Enjoying the mother of all sports shows. But chair, that United jersey looks outstanding. One day, watching from Capanana.
Yeah, to prove a point that you are champions elect. Or like somebody, like somebody says, Liverpool are champions, nothing more, nothing less.
And then Cavallo says, I like the Man United gear. All right. Daniel Lungu says, watching live from Ngombe. I'm enjoying the show. Thank you very much. And then Sam Pankata says, watching from Roma. Thank you very much, Sam Pankata. Creativity Comfort says that you may be blessed. Good morning to you. Well, Lorenzo, Lucy, the panel, Radio Christian Voice family. My question is, what was the report of Football House being raided last month? how is the idea of encyclopedias of Zambian football going like? Because every time when heroes are being remembered, you have lamented how few people know where Zambia is coming from in this generation. Please remember other disciplines too. On the international front, the team Atalanta have been an impressive side. Absolutely, I agree with you. Bergamasca.
In Italy,
Atalanta,
Atalanta.
Bergamasca.
Wow.
Yeah. In Spain, Valencia are becoming useless. Barcelona seemingly tired of lifting La Liga as Griezmann hoping to upgrade. In England, it's a beauty seeing the competition heating up for Euro places and relegation battles. The God of Honor gutted Sterling. However, Klopp brought global hope to the Liverpool brand. All right. That is coming through from our contributor there. That is Creativity Comforting Tube. All right, and then we've been joined by Mfundisi. You just say
assaulted.
when he feels what assaulted.
It's finished. Just when he saw Mfundisi, he even knew that game over.
Because of that phone. All right, so may Mfundisi say one thing before he go for a breather, and then he comes back blazing guns on the other side.
He even sits next to.
It's extremely, difficult. Firstly, apologies for coming in late.
How are
lots
you?
of massive roadworks
Coming, so you
East
both
Road,
make
and then you
detours.
absolutely incredible.
Incredible,
So massive apologies, but it's great to be back on the show.
Yes, it's good to have
And
you.
it's
You
thank
seem to
very
have
much.
trimmed, eh?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
You were doing 7 kilometers in the morning.
early in the morning, and
You look all trimmed.
it's a luta continua.
About Mapalo's size now.
You can imagine.
Congratulations.
Thank you very
Aluta
much.
continua.
It does also come at a very great cost because I mean, when you're out on
Dieting,
the track,
what?
it's tough. I've seen
Tough.
this man sometimes. I haven't seen him quite in a bit. I've seen him on great
Taking
East
his
Road.
walks.
But yeah, man, you can see that he's struggling. But the discipline that comes with it is what you love. And so yes, we've been out there on the track.
Okay, no Port Belly. Port Belly, Allah.
Ali Lala Chachin.
And he looks marketable.
Yes, it looks like it. Yeah. I agree with you.
I don't know what that means. I distance myself.
Before Manakundo parks outside.
Absolutely. But they let the young man, the champion, feel comforted. Obviously, they did embarrass themselves, firstly by the way they celebrated. But we should understand, it's like Ijantao ya kaunda, that mabwa madiankuku so sufra na kusamba kumana. Baone supu uvuka diankuku. That's the way it used to be. Absolutely. So you don't even want to visit certain places after you've eaten that particular meal. So even with Liverpool, in the city center, I spoke about it briefly last Saturday. In the city center, they started celebrating, breaking things. They even bent a building, the fans and the coach. Yes, Jürgen Klopp and the mayor had to plead with the people to say, look, please, yes, we know that we are, enjoying this after 30 years, but we need to do it responsibly. And then they came into the game against Manchester City. They were torn to shreds. First half, 3-0. And Pep Guardiola was saying, and maybe they took 1 or 2 beers more in celebration. And the manager today, or was it yesterday, did admit that we don't know how to behave as champions.
Yes.
We don't know
learning.
Imagine 30 years. 30 years.
You don't know how to behave
But
as champions.
hopefully, that 4-0 bashing won't start another cycle for another 30 years.
When did they last win a game?
4-0 against Crystal Palace.
In how many matches? They haven't really been in good form.
Since February, yes.
Precisely.
That's admittedly, I can say that.
They haven't really been in good form, but obviously, I mean, when you have achieved, it becomes a lot more harder to concentrate
and stay there.
And stay there.
Exactly.
So that's a challenge. But let's not take the shine away from them. Massively deserved. They played some lovely football over the course of the season. Very consistent, top performances to go with them. Sometimes teams get lucky, but Liverpool, all the time they won, they worked for it. So we give them massive congratulations.
And just to add on that, they've got a fantastic team.
Absolutely.
Yeah, built around Mo Salah and Sadio Mane. Then in defense, Van Dijk. Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Last line of text messages. Brian Mwika says, "Good morning, everyone. Watching you from Luano. Should be Luano Valley. Chair looking good, Mr. Lorenzo.
Thank
we
you.
know you are Madrid as well. Once and United as well." But Kole says, "Good morning, everyone. Enjoying the show." Then Chomba Kumwenda, listening in from Maputo, Mozambique. I missed this program a lot.
Obrigado.
Como estás? Como estás? All right. And not forgetting, before you came in, Fundis, we had Grandma from The Hague in the Netherlands.
Is that so?
Watching us now.
Wow.
And then we had a gentleman from
From
Australia also
Australia.
is watching
Oh,
us.
really?
Yeah. We don't know
And now
where
we have,
Sydney, Brisbane, or Perth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have now
Yeah.
Chomba from Maputo,
Brilliant.
Mozambique.
Truly
Tuning in, he says he misses. Truly international. When you say it's the mother of all sports shows. This is exactly what
who
we
can
are.
argue.
Absolutely.
You know
Who
what I
can
mean?
argue?
We last and last like a mother's love. You know? That is how it goes.
People
All right.
watching from all over the world.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We are
Soon in the second half, we should be getting our own from Qatar. You remember? The gentleman from
Doha.
Qatar.
Yes, Doha.
Yeah, Doha.
Oh, from
you should be-
Doha. Yeah.
You should be able to come on board.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so we're catching a breather. Those of you, please, catching us via YouTube Live, be on standby. We'll have you reconnected on the other side. Don't forget to tune in. So log on to YouTube, look for Lorenzo Entertainment TV, hit the red subscribe button. You can also catch us on Facebook Live, and then we'll be able to interact with you right on this very platform. So in a teeny tiny bit, we'll definitely be back as we get to chat on the ultimate leader in sport.